Screw it. That's about the best that I could figure for the title right there. I know that's probably not that great, but there were a million other things that I thought about title in this live stream, and, well, we're just going to go with that, I guess. Part of me thought about going really hard with the title. A part of me thought about not going so hard with the title, and I don't know why. I don't know why I was so perplexed about that. Hey, what's going on? I guess we're live right now. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Good Friday to each and every one of y'all. Thank you for taking the time to rock with me on this thing, and hopefully it's going to be a really interesting live broadcast. That's for certain. Hey, did you sleep well last night? I didn't. No, I didn't. I thought about this stream, oh God, long and hard. What all was I going to mention? How much of this can of worms was I really going to get into? Yeah, man, didn't sleep a wink last night. Shout out to everybody taking the time to be up in here, the channel members as well. I need to do one other thing right there, and we are good to go. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate the love and support. Stephanie, what's going on? MJ, what's going on? The channel members, a very special shout out to you guys. We've been live streaming quite a bit here on After Prison Show, and then I've been working on shorts for here and there and everywhere in between, Instagram and TikTok especially. Haven't really been doing much with Facebook, but live streaming, that's what we're doing. I figure if I can do it live, why not? Especially when the live streams are performing about as good as some of the videos. So, you know, there it is. Mr. Skills says, what's the drama now? What did I title this? What did I title this? Oh, yeah, I've got a stalker. It feels like. I'm pretty sure that I do. What would you do if you were in my situation? Crazy story. We're going to get into it. I'm going to wait for some folks to get up in here. And as we do so, just say hello. Ghetto God, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you being up in here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. I got a lot to share with you on this live stream. It's going to be a good one. I probably got on here a couple of minutes early. I wanted to get on here way earlier because, well, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling that good. My son is sick, and I feel like for the last couple of days, I've been catching what he has. And pretty sure he's got like a really nasty cough, maybe a sore throat. We took him to patient first, and they gave him a shot. But he's been dealing with that for a couple of days now. I've been having a sore throat for the last couple of days. I don't know if it's from doing the live stream so much and talking so much, but I know it's probably from my son being sick. Sug, what's going on with your son? Shout out to you. I see you right there. Salute Joe, APS Team Banky Pound in the building. I thought that said India for a moment. I was about to be like, oh shit, I made a joke about India in a short that I did recently. So, yeah, man. Reap Gaming, what's going on? Liking the live streams. I like the live stream. James says, did your truck get towed? That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. Yeah, man. Shit's a little wild right now. Jersey, appreciate you being up in here. But, yeah, man. So, I've been dealing with the sore throat and now, like, a little bit of the... Yeah, but you know, when you feel like you're kind of getting sick, you try to avoid it, right? Or think that that's not what's happening. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to be doing not so well. Kadeem, what's going on? Which I appreciate the support right there. I didn't exactly eat the greatest of lunches today, neither. Raw dog sandwich meat. Joe, you nasty. I've also been eating straight cans of beans. I'm a weirdo, right? My life is borderline in shambles, but whatever. And, you know, plus I'm watching like Fear the Walking Dead. So I am ready for whatever. I'm ready for whatever. You got people doing NPC bullshit out here. Man, I'm trying to get on my end game prepper shit, right? Preparing for the bottom to fall out. But like I said, I ate straight raw dog sandwich meat today. No bread, no chaser. You know, a stack of turkey meat like that. And I just read a story about like listeria or some crazy shit that a guy in my local area just died from eating sandwich meat. Now, he was eating the boar's head. Joe can't afford no boar's head right now. But, you know, raw dog sandwich meat, man, that shit probably ain't nothing but no good for you, especially when you're on the verge of getting sick. All right, let me go ahead and get up into this thing, man. Shout out to 198 up in here. Word. We will mention that in a little bit. Good deal. Don't let me forget to let you guys know about that update I just received right there. Folks, I know there's people in here right now who are waiting for me to go in on the trolls, the people who do not like me. And man, I'm going to do that. We're getting ready to do that to a certain degree right now. Nick, shout out to you for a can of beans. Gosh almighty, man. Thank you, man. That's 2 cans of beans damn near right there. The trolls were waiting for me to go in on them. It was brought to my attention recently that the subreddit for After Prison Show, and I'm sure they're sitting there butt ball naked right now, greased up, just fiddling with themselves, enjoying every moment of this. There are some real weird, sick, and twisted people out there. And unfortunately for me, those people who don't like me, they have a little cult-like area where they hang out. And that is the After Prison Show subreddit. It's a very toxic, nasty place, and all they do is talk shit about me there. So anyways, you know, I don't really ever frequent that place at all. But it was brought to my attention within the last couple of months that, you know, they were posting pictures of my son on there. And of course, when I heard about that, I went and checked it out. And no bullshit, man. They had my son posted on there with his whole face up there. And, you know, just talking mild shit about my son, which, what are you going to do, right? I post my son on my Facebook page. They go to my Facebook page. They take my pictures and, you know, do whatever. And in fact, you know, as we get up into this, shout out to the 233 up in here. I really should have titled this way harder for where all of this is going to go. Okay, because this is only the tip of the iceberg right here, folks. I legitimately got a stalker. Matter of fact, man, shit is so deep. We're going to get up into it. All right, let me see if this works out or not. And I don't want to give away all that I've got. So, and let me go ahead and pull up the chat right here. Folks, I'm going to need your love and support today. If you've got kind words to share with me, please do so. Because right now, Joe is down in the dumps about this. My wife is really upset about all of this. I mean, let me tell you, there was a way crazier title I was about to title this live stream. And I probably should have went with that. But regardless, it is what it is. I wanted to kind of skirt the line. But between, you know, just really pushing the drama for the views and just doing it a little bit. So if you're here, trust me, we got the drama. And you'll get to view it. Chucky, what's going on? Shout out to you. All right, anyways, man, so I give you a little sneak peek of what I'm talking about right here if this works out. So boom, here we go right here. So here was a picture that I had posted on my Facebook page that was taken from my Facebook page and then, you know, posted on this terrible place, this After Prison Show subreddit. And you got to imagine right here, they got my son's face scratched out. Well, I had talked about this a couple of weeks ago. And it was when I mentioned this, they really went through this subreddit and did some damage control there because now they got his face scratched out. When at first they didn't have that. So it says Joe's kid is a prison sensation. Okay, no big deal, right? That's mild right there, but you know, just to be taking my infant son, a toddler, you know what? He's 20 months old right now. Like, I don't give a damn what you say about me. I don't give a damn what you say about nobody who's been on this channel. But man, to be throwing my son into this, a baby though, I mean, come on, man. That's a real shit thing to do right there. So, whatever with that, very disturbing to say the least. Hey, Matt, what's going on with your brother? Shout out to you, man. I saw your message earlier. I was tied up. Lunch is on us. Worked with Rabbit today. Shout out to Rabbit. I was supposed to get up with him a couple of days this week. Just could never make it in that direction. Just thinking about your brother. Hey, let's get together this upcoming week, man. I really appreciate your support, and I really want to talk with you and link up with you. So, okay, like I said, talk shit about me all you want to, whatever with that. But then, let's go to this as well. Not only is it me, but, now we got, Dave and Dave's daughter, who's 4 years old. What we got right here? It says, the boy band, the Crackhead Boys are back. Yeah. I guess this ain't so bad because you're not saying nothing about the kids, but, to just still to be posting the pictures with the kids, it's borderline really, really, really not okay. There was more that was posted and said, but again, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I first made mention of this on this live stream that I know that Junie's puckered up real tight and they went through that thing and audited that page. They got rid of some of the more damning shit that was up there. And it was after I did that first live stream that I went to try to grab these screenshots. I guess I probably should have done so prior to doing the live stream. But sometimes when I talk about shit, it just comes out. Don't let Joe get interrogated these days. I'll probably tell something. I'm just kidding. Hey, Johnny, what's going on with your brother? Hey, Joe, don't mind the trolls. They don't have anything better to do. Well, I appreciate the support and those kind words right there. But what I'm getting ready to show you, you be the judge of. You're a hardworking person. I appreciate that. A lot would probably argue that at this point. P.S. Try to ignore the trolls and comments. Yeah, man. Stephanie, shout out to you for the love right there. 420 right there. What's going on with you? Appreciate it, man. Jersey, yes, man, for sure. A bunch of cowards over there. I hate to... And I mean, this sounds crazy coming from me, right? But I genuinely hate to hate people, okay? I got a lot of negativity that I deal with on a daily basis. So putting forth the effort to hate somebody, man, that's a whole level of extraness that I really ain't trying to have. But when I start, they got my son up here, my infant son. Okay, so that really, triggers the level of dislike right there. Putting Dave's daughter up there, no good. And again, these faces were not originally blurred out, but they're doing so to try to do a little bit of damage control, right? And obviously they feel like it's not so bad because they've left it up here. Whatever with that, okay? I guess I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. So like I said, a couple of weeks ago, I first brought this up. I went to try to get the screenshots, and that's when I ran across something even more disturbing that I want to share with y'all involving the title of this stream. Do I have a legitimate stalker? Should I be concerned? And let me tell you how deep this rabbit hole is about to be. So not only do you got pictures of babies on a subreddit that is complete cancer, devoted to just, striking down anything that I ever tried to do. Everything that I do is wrong and horrible, and it's always my ego. And, I've said some things that have really stuck with these people. At this point, I don't care. The ego, live with it. Some of these little code words that I've made up, the DEMFers, we're about to bring it all back. We're about to bring it all back for all of you. Because now I see, the level that this shit is really going to, right? Folks, let me share with you what I ran across that absolutely shocked me the most, right? I run across this post right here. It says, took a drive while on vacation. Hey, god dang, that's my house right there. And I was thinking to myself, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, whatever. It's not hard to figure out where I live. Whatever with that. So when I first saw this, I was thinking to myself, yeah, you probably just grabbed this shit from Google Earth or like maps or some shit like that. No, man, not at all. Now we on my street. Pretty freaking close to my wife's car right there. My truck that's about to be repossessed. My work van right there. So whoever took this picture was literally standing right in front of my house. Look how crystal clear this picture of my truck is. Look how close they are. As I thought about this, I thought to myself, okay, you've got celebrities, which I am not. I make jokes, oh yeah, A-list, Hollywood, all that shit. I try to be funny. I realize that I ain't shit, and whatever. Like I said, I've done myself no favors with where I live at. I really don't. I guess I really just never took it that damn serious, right? Okay, like what's the worst that somebody's going to do? You're going to send some pizzas to my house? I've had that happen before. You're going to write letters to all of my neighbors and tell them that everybody over at my house has a criminal record? I've had that happen before. But I ain't never had nobody standing in front of my house taking pictures. And this picture right here says it all. I was home when this took place. All right? You right in front of my house. I'm saying, the wildest shit about this is who's to say you ain't even do more than this? You riding past my house, taking pictures of my house. I got a baby in that house. My wife is in that house. I'm in that house. I mean, what if you would have tried to bring something to me? Some kind of harm or some kind of prank? Man, I would have killed you out there. Straight up. I don't care who you are. And I'm going to tell you this right now. This is for the whole world to know. Joe ain't built like that for real. Y'all know me. But come to my house if you want to. Doing this type of shit right here. Got off of it. There's more to this. And here's the post right here. We're going to go into that. Decided to visit a famous hotspot in Virginia. Had to dodge some crackheads and gangbangers, but found the cuck shed and poor parking. Couldn't get any good pics of the cuck shed, but the alleyway behind the fence is super sketch. This house definitely drops the property value in this neighborhood. And here's what they're really loving right here. This is the ringleader, the cult leader. This is the person who runs this subreddit now, this cranky panda piece of shit that you are. As I've said before on here, this man's hobby is to film people where they are living by drone, and he says he hopes it drives them nuts. I've never said anything like that. And then posted on YouTube to make money from it. Add to that, he shows his house on film and lists his address. When have I ever listed my address? Anyways, long story short, there were people who actually are a part of this subreddit who were actually trying to report this to this person, saying this is personal and confidential information, is targeted harassment at someone else. This right here is about as far as you. This is only right before me holding court in the street with you. Do something. I promise you. Man, I freaking promise you. So this post comes from not a couple of months ago. I think it came from last month, as a matter of fact, 28 days ago. I grabbed this last week. I think I got this picture. So, within the last week, here was somebody saying that they took a drive while on vacation. Do I literally take up that much space in your mind that you found that this was something that you needed to do? This is how pathetic the people who are a part of that little community are. That The reason why they did this, you know, they talk about what I do. Oh, Joe's only doing it for the views and for his ego. Bitch, your dumbass did this shit straight up for some upvotes on Reddit to fucking fit in, to feel like you the man up in there. You'd have really been feeling like the man if you could have had the interaction with me. Crazy to think, man. Crazy to think, man. Wild ass shit, man. Makes you wonder, you know what I mean? Like, what, are they watching me? Who is it? Is it somebody that I know? That's wild. Unreal, man. Redskin Chris says, I want to fight them Reddit nerds. Damn right, man. That's what they are over there, man. Right now, they're basking in it, in all the glory. Oh, look at Joe. He's so flustered. Oh, God. Yeah, man. Man, you playing with fire, man. You're posting my son on the internet, you know, and saying, oh, no, but Joe, you're doing it. I'm saying, yeah, I mean, that's what people do. You know what I mean? They highlight their children on their Facebook, never assuming that picture is going to be downloaded or screenshotted and then posted somewhere else. I mean, that's borderline. That's borderline really pushing it right there, right? What are you doing taking pictures of children and doing anything with them at all? Can you see? Can you see how you belong on Vitali? In one of those little busts where you should be going and wrestling an alligator or whatever they be doing, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, shit is wild. Unreal. Oh, Kane Danger's up in here. He just got put in timeout. I guess he was probably trying. And you know what's funny? They knew that this was coming today. They knew that I was going to address this today. I know that they were waiting for it. I made comments earlier saying that I couldn't sleep last night. Look, I'm just trolling y'all, man. To be honest, I sleep like a baby. I know what this is going to do. Look, we got 400 people up in here watching this. They love this shit. You know, you're just giving me content. And like I said, I don't mind. Say whatever you want to say about me. My God, they got a whole inauguration speech wrote on that subreddit for anybody new to go read. Go read it. Like, I don't give a damn. I mean, it ain't true. It's my word against theirs, but I don't even care at this point. This shit don't matter. You can say whatever you want to say about me, okay? But, you know, bringing babies into it and then riding past the house where my family lives at, you're playing with your own safety doing that. Yeah, you really are. I just ask that the next time you do it, you come knock on the door and let me know what you're doing it for. We could turn it into something. Hell yeah, man. But anyways, good deal for that. What would you do? Do I call the police? What are they going to do? Yeah, man. Look at them. We got some of them up in here right now. Just giving me attention, man. Ray says it's time to move, Joe. It may be, man. So I need you to know that we're also going to take this. We're going to download this, re-upload this. We're going to make shorts of this. We're going to get some motion out of this. Jersey says putting cameras outside and live stream it. I got plenty of cameras outside of my house. But like I said, that was from a month ago. You know, it's just wild. Anyways, man, I am legitimately in fear for my safety a little bit. But I would love the opportunity to dance with you in the street. I really would. Come be about that shit for real. You want to ride by and take pictures of my house? I'm ready. So any day. But anyways, so that's all that I needed to say in regards to that. You know, we'll do this again in another couple of weeks or couple of months. And you guys will crawl back into your little caves and your little nooks doing whatever you're doing. But we're going to move on. Okay? Folks, I've got more to share with you. I've got more to share with you. I was reading one of these comments right here. Pink says bring kids into anything is off limits. It is, man. It is. All right, I got to move on. Wanted to go ahead and get with that first thing. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move on to, and I got notes on this as well. So I've got some stories that I want to share with y'all, and I've got a new thing. I guess I'm going to go ahead and put this new thing out there first and foremost. Earlier this week, I was talking about a new thing that I was getting ready to do on Joe Does Stuff. Matter of fact, it's kind of a segue from what we were just talking about, and part of it's in this box right here. Folks, there was something that I you know me, I'm always experimenting with new ideas and trying to see what's going to work and whatever. Well, one of the last things that I did on Joe Does Stuff before I took a break from the internet was chasing people around with a drone. Now, that certainly got a very bad rap because obviously the people that I was chasing around with the drone were, you know, probably drug addict people, homeless people. And, you know, after I did that, I didn't really like it. And, of course, you know, the comments ate me alive to a certain degree. Not all of them did. I mean, some people really liked it. Some people had the same sadistic sense of humor that I have. But I'm not trying to justify that because it wasn't the right thing to do. Like, I realized not all of my ideas are great ideas, and that was most certainly one that wasn't. Well, folks, I went and tried to do it again today. But just wait, there's more. I tried to take what was so negative about that and make it a positive. Okay? Like, how could you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you my idea. And at first I was a little skittish of sharing this idea because I wanted to put this out there first and foremost for the whole world to see. But unfortunately, it didn't really work out the way that I hoped that it would today. And we're going to talk about all of that. Footnote to all of that. And Katie, thank you very much for that. I appreciate you being up in here. Thank you for all the love and support for everybody. The Watched asked, where's Tom? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know. Go watch his YouTube channel. It's a puzzle piece to put together. Oh, God. Anyways, footnote to the drone video idea that I had. After I shit-canned that idea, man, and even before I even started it, there were people who were doing it. There's still people who are doing it. And they've actually got really popular channels and pages devoted to doing shit like that. And they are legitimately harassing people. You know, I wasn't really trying to do it too much, just a little bit, but, you know, whatever. It was still the wrong thing to be doing. I thought to myself, what if we could do that again, but do it better? And the only way to do it better is you got to have a positive spin on it. So, folks, let me get ready to introduce you to the setup. You ready for this? Because I went and tried to do it again today. That's right, folks. I did. So here's my little drone right here, the only one that I got left. And, you know, this is a nice little compact thing. It unfolds. It can go pretty far. I thought that this was a DJI Mini 4 Pro. That's what I thought that this was. I was wrong about that, and that was a part of why I failed today. This is a Mini 3 Pro, okay? It's still a damn cool little toy. And, you know, I like to explore, like, abandoned shit, too, so this is cool for doing that. Oh, wait, let me leave this all unfolded. All right. Folks, this is how we were going to make the drone videos a positive, productive thing. What I have in this box right here could be used for so many different things. You already know what it is, right? You got it? You got it all figured out? Let me show you this first. Check this out. See this little black box right here? Watch this. This is the coolest thing in the world. Watch this. Watch this. If you see somebody walking down the street with something like this in 2024, run, okay? Because this right here probably signals something, I don't know, like this could be a remote start for a car. If you've got anything with a retractable antenna on it in 2024, you got to know that this is probably some bullshit, okay? It's even got a little face that slides down, and there's 2 buttons on it right there. So this is the remote control. And this, folks, is the contraption. You see this damn thing right here? What the world is that? Like, that's a strap right there on the top of it right there. And then watch this. So this goes around this. You see where we're going with this? See how we're about to make this a positive? All right. And then it clips on. And it doesn't weigh shit, right? So boom, you can't really see it, but you can see it a little bit. So watch this. There's an on-off switch on the side of this, which I've just turned on. It almost looks like it's ready to do something crazy, right? Mr. B. Green, shout out to you. I'm going to read that in just a second. Now watch. Can you see the bottom of it? Look at the arm. That's all them buttons do is just go one way and then the other. Folks, what this is a dropper. You trying to get that contraband into the prison? Hey, this right here, boy, bombs away. I mean, not literally. See? So you would attach something to the bottom of this, and then you got the remote control to unlatch it, right? Man, I don't know what to do with this right now. I ain't got no room. Let's turn it off, too. Oh, shit. I just turned it on. So I thought to myself, I said, you know, we could legitimately take chasing homeless drug addict people around with a drone and make it a positive thing by dropping them off a gift. Now, of course, you know, Joe is dealing with dire straits right now, but like, how would it make it better? The only way that it would make it better is if there was some money attached. So legitimately, I get me these little things, like these little clasp things, and I got $40. $40. I go and take $20 and bust that thing down into 4 $5 bills. And I thought to myself, I'm like, yo, if we could drop, like, first of all, we got to get somebody's attention with the drone. They're going to be all freaked out by it, right? And then we drop them off a gift of $5 and maybe a note that says, have a nice day. Could you imagine, like, the look of fear, but then the look of possibly, like, maybe appreciation? I know that $5 is not life-changing money. Okay, but it was like the thought that counts, right? Hey, look, let me bother you for like 2 seconds. Here's $5. I feel like any prank that's being put on the internet these days is probably paying about the same amount of money, right? Unless it's a very popular person who's doing it. I really thought that this could be something positive. I mean, you know, shit, it's going to be, the videos for this are going to be insane. You know, what the hell did I call this? Blessing people, wait. Blessings from the sky is what I was going to call it. Oh my God, man. Could you imagine just having a shitty day? Okay, things ain't going well. And $5, I get it. That sucks, right? But if it was $20, make that a little bit better. You know, where the hell do you ever get money falling out the sky from? You get it with this. With Joe from After Prison Show and his wild ideas to let something that I know was a great idea ended up not being a great idea, but fix it and make it a better idea. Okay? Anna Marie Cruz, appreciate you. Thank you for being up in here. So long story short, folks, I take this thing out today, and I want to try this out, okay? I got my $5 bills. I got 4 of them. I'm ready to go find people and try to, drop some money off for them. The problem was this thing's got sensors on the bottom of it. So because the money was just flapping around in the breeze and it looked cool as shit, here comes a drone flying towards you with money attached to the bottom of it. If you'd have seen that coming for you, you'd have been surprised for sure at the very least. But the money kept getting in the way of the sensors, which kept affecting the thing wanting to lift up higher to get away from an obstacle that it was detecting. I tried to turn the sensors off. I couldn't turn the sensors off. Long story short, the sensors started causing, I almost couldn't land the damn thing because it just kept wanting to lift off and then it was acting up. But this thing is kind of like crash proof. Like it's really hard to crash this thing. It's got sensors all over it. Like it kind of will do its own thing if it starts to sense trouble. I had one person that I was going to attempt this idea with, didn't even get their attention, couldn't even get near them because the drone kept lifting up. And then the second problem came in, folks. This remote control with this antenna, this nifty, man, this thing don't work for shit. Don't work for nothing. Man, when I made this viral video, I was about to put an Amazon affiliate link up there. Tell people, go get this shit and do it yourself. Bless people. You ain't got to chase them with a drone for nothing. Do it for something. Give them something at least. Could have been something. The remote didn't work. I'm reading this thing on Amazon. It's like, oh yeah, it's got a 100-meter range. Bullshit. I had this damn thing flying right here. Couldn't land it. Finally got it this high from the ground. And I'm hitting the button right here. And the shit still ain't retracting. Now, the only thing that I can think is maybe the battery's kind of dead. But I truly feel like this was junk right here. And I hope that that's not the case. I would like to experiment with it. You know. I don't want to fuck with people, right? I think that it could be something. And if at least you're going to do something with the drone involving them, at least give them some money to do so. Now, that was only part of the idea. Now, if I go in a totally different direction, because there's a lot of different directions we could go with this. Have you seen the videos where the guy goes into Lowe's and he drops the envelope of cash behind somebody and then he picks it up and he's like, hey, is this yours? And the person is always like, oh, yeah, that's mine. And he finally tracks him down. He's like, yo, it says it's Hollywood prop money. Oh, you got me. Could you imagine if we get some of that and we just dropped it from the sky? Oh my God, that's a horrible idea, right? I mean, people would go ape shit over it. Could you imagine just flying right through a Walmart parking lot, just dropping 10 bands of Hollywood prop money from a drone? Man, shit, viral. Fucking viral. Could you imagine people chasing a drone with money strapped to it like a carrot dangling in front of it? Viral. And I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I'm already the devil to a lot of people. Let me do some shit like that, man. Hey, Joe ain't no more good. But it's a hell of an idea. It's a hell of an idea. So anyways, needless to say, that idea has kind of fizzled out for the time being. I really had a lot of high hopes about it. And the little I probably should have known that this weren't worth... Oh, shit. Well, it definitely ain't going to work no more now. Damn. I probably should have known that this weren't going to be worth a damn, because this was only like 30 bucks. Okay? And the funny thing is, where'd the remote go? Oh. The funny thing is, it works fine like this. But attach it to the drone, it ain't working for shit. And that range that they talking about, that ain't nothing. So the crazy thing is I bought this, and this was supposed to be a DJI Mini 4 Pro. That's what it says on the Amazon thing, right? But I get this, and it's not what they're advertising. The one that they're advertising is different than this. You see how this one has these two bottom pieces right there that kind of stick out? Well, on the one that they are advertising for, it's only got one piece. And what I realized is on the DJI Mini 4 Pro, on the bottom, see on the bottom of mine, you've got like two little areas where those little knobs can fit right there, right? But on the Mini 4 Pro, there's a little circle, and that little circle is just a light. Those little two areas aren't on the bottom of the Mini 4 Pro. And that little circle that's a light, this thing goes right over top of that light. And so on the actual controller of the drone, you can hit a button to turn the lights on, and that automatically triggers this thing to work, where you don't need the goofy little remote control. Holy moly, Anna Marie Cruz. That is too generous of you right there. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You've been rocking with After Prison Show for a while, and I greatly appreciate all the support that you show. Thank you so much. Man. Private All-Star says it's because you got it from Temu, Joe. That's what I feel like. I truly feel like that thing came from Temu. Hey, look, it didn't work out today. Maybe it's the wrong idea, okay? Maybe I should just keep the drone for going and visiting abandoned places. I went and visited an abandoned place just the other day. Joe's Crab Shack, as a matter of fact. Got some mean drone footage. Joe flying through the outside dining area. What happened to Joe's Crab Shack? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for showing Anna Marie Cruz that love right there. Very, very generous of you. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. Anyways. Hey, shout out to the 400 people watching us right now. Appreciate y'all being up in here. Just talking about viral video ideas. If you're a content creator or looking to become one, man, I got gold for you. Some of it I just can't do. I would get a major bad rap for doing so. All right, we're going to move on. Carl says Joe is ignoring me. That money ain't going nowhere good. Definitely not to get the truck legal. You know, it's funny. Somebody actually, right before I did this live stream, somebody in the Discord sent me a link. I can actually set up a payment plan for this unbelievable amount of taxes that I owe on my truck right now. So I'm going to do that. And then hopefully if I get that payment plan set up, you know, I can get the truck legal, and then I might even be able to get out of those damn parking tickets if I do that. So, Mr. B. Green, don't worry about it, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for being up in here. Susan, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for being up in here. Marie Budmaster, I see you right there. Derek, special shout out to you. Freda, what's going on? Is it really the best time to be giving money away, Joe? Just saying. You're right. $20 in $5 increments. Okay, Joe ain't rich. Sometimes you got to spend money to make money. I was thinking about the ad revenue that those videos could be making. And all these little knickknacks and shit, $30, well, I've had this for over a year now. But even that was probably not a wise investment. Anything that I'm spending right now, man, shit, I'm maxing out my credit card. Follow Joe for more life advice. 420, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Appreciate you being up in here, and thank you for that right there. Zanika, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for being up in here. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I got ooh. Oh, shout out to you, Hostel. Thank you for letting me know about the remote control right there. All right, I got some stories that I want to share with you guys. I need to go back to my notes. I think I have a stalker, my new contraption, and idea for content. Yep, we went over both of those two things already. Folks, time to move on to the news. And man, when I tell you it just keeps on getting better, folks, I got some good ones for y'all. Let me heart that money right there. FBI Black SUV, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for being up in here. Thank you, guys. All right. Hey, last week, I think it was last week, maybe, yeah, it's probably last week sometime. I shared a story with you guys coming out of Fulton County, Georgia, I believe. Atlanta is where that's at, or close to that maybe. Fulton County Jail, absolutely freaking unhinged at this point, folks. A lot of shit going on down there. And last week, I shared with you guys a story about 3 temp service guards who were fired for bringing in contraband. We're talking cell phones. We're talking chargers. One of them even brought in a chicken pot pie. If you guys saw that video, it was pretty crazy. Wild story. Well, folks, there is a lot more developments coming out of Fulton County, Georgia right now. And this jail is probably running amok right now. They might have even had to go get the National Guard involved in what's going on there. We're going to go with the crazier story first. There's 2 stories coming out of the same jail right now. And folks, I'm telling you, things are insane. What is going on? What did I miss? Adam. Man, hey, a very special shout out to you, brother. You made another donation yesterday. Dude, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody taking the time to rock with me. I appreciate the support. I promise you, man, I'm going to bounce back. I'm working my ass off, trying to figure this damn thing out. The content is always going to be king. My painting business, we've got work upcoming. We got Labor Day weekend this weekend, but after Labor Day weekend, we're going to be back on the grind. But Adam, very special shout out to you. Everybody, a very special shout out to you guys. Jaeger, shout out to you. I can only pronounce the last part of your name right there. Where do you find money falling out of the sky? Look in the upper right corner. Hey, that was a bar right there. Damn. You ain't lying about that. I appreciate it. Hey, Relock, what's going on with you? Dominic, what's going on with you? Go back and be the prison boy you always wore. If you weren't such an idiot and treated people right, you'd have a good business. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. I try to treat people right. Who have I not treated right? And you when you get me stuttering, you know you caught me. Look, yeah, I've had falling out with Tom. I blasted Tom on Joe Does Stuff a year ago when I fired him on camera and was painted all over the internet as a horrible boss. That was probably one of the worst things that I ever did. But who else have I really treated bad? Yanni, yes, for sure. Okay, and I know that's where a lot of this hatred comes from. See, the line in the sand was definitely drawn with Yanni, with nobody else. It didn't matter with nobody else. But it was Yanni for some particular reason. That line in the sand was really drawn. That's when I had, the haters and the Reddit really start jumping. I've apologized quite a bit for the way that I handled the Yanni situation, and I genuinely mean it. Not because I know that that's where most of the hatred for me has come from the people that do dislike me. And I know that Danny's situation probably played bad on people too, but that's a totally different story. or a totally different thing, and we'll get to that. But you know, Yanni was my dude while we was in prison together. And we were so much alike that if it would have worked out, man, it would have been the craziest combination. We would have taken the world over when it comes to content. We really would have. Damn. So yeah, I do know that the Yanni situation caused quite a bit of turmoil. Danny also as well. And see, I get a lot of blame for the Danny situation. In the Danny situation, I ain't do a damn thing wrong. I can't control what happened with that. I can't control the fact that it became all about money and there was never enough money to make it worth when the girl got involved with him. And man, there was just too much shit that was going on. But this is why the Danny situation really was the huckleberry. Danny came along at the highest point of After Prison Show. 2017 is when Danny came along, and we were booming during that time. We could do no wrong. We were close to 1 million subscribers. Danny is what pushed us over 1 million subscribers. And things were already going so well. Danny comes along with this crazy story of everything that he's been through, and that just is an accelerant for what was already taking place. The sad reality and the thing that I came to realize was, and I've told people this, people who have worked with in the like recent times, doing interviews with them, giving them some guidance on their YouTube channels. I try to tell people, don't. Or focus on your priorities. What are your priorities going to be? Are you going to be working with people? Let me tell you how badly that can go. Because once people really start to latch on to your platform for somebody else, if things go wrong, you're going to be the one holding the bag no matter what the situation is. Even if you didn't do nothing. I did nothing in the Danny situation at all. There was nothing I could do to stop that from happening. Anything else outside of those things, I truly feel like I don't wear much blame at all. And if I do wear blame, it is so freaking trivial. And so minute and so blown out of proportion that it's just ridiculous. Let me get up into this a little bit. Brian, what's going on with you, brother? Joe, we are going to the next level soon. You better bet it, man. Things are about to happen with After Prison Show. I can feel it. Blippy says Danny videos were very popular. Absolutely. You know what I question about that, though? And forgive the way this is about to sound. It probably could have been anybody. No, that's not true. Because Danny's story was insane. 40 years in prison. Then comes along the tape from when he was like 20 years old in prison with the cell extract. I mean, there was just so much to his story. Everybody coming together to help Danny. 2 different GoFundMes. Man, I say that it could have been anybody, but it could have been anybody even remotely similar with a remotely compelling story and a way to share it. Danny was really compelling on video too. That was the other thing. Not only was the story good, the way that he shared that story was good too. Andrew, a very special shout out to you for that donation right there, man. Appreciate you being up in here. Appreciate the mods holding things down if things are getting a little crazy up in here. It is what it is. I'm missing some stuff. Oh, but anyways, here I was just getting ready to tell you guys about Fulton County, Georgia. But Worm, what's going on? Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being up in here. Adam, you got taken for a ride. Man, yeah. You know, I definitely made some bad moves, for sure. But like I said, some things just definitely got taken out of proportion. I'll go with the Rabbit situation, for example. When Rabbit was really bad, in addiction, and we were putting all that shit out there. piss test. People gave me such a bad, Joe, who are you? What right do you have, man? Shit, I was legitimately trying to help that man. And would have tried to do anything to do so. And I mean, look at us now. You know, me and Rabbit are fine. And the crazy thing is, man, there's so much shit that is come and gone, especially lately. Man, lately, there's some things boy, if I could tell you this one story about this one thing that happened recently, and I won't do it. It's not even worth it, man. I have tried to learn and grow. You know, not all drama needs to be out there. In this particular case, you know, going in on some trolls and some people who are doing some messed up stuff, this type of drama, I'm actually okay with it. You know, and kind of debating it. It's almost like a political debate right here. Am I good or am I bad? And there's people who would think, you know, one way or another. Carl says you always had the bag till now anyways. That is true. And I don't shy away from that. You right. Okay, so yeah, you right. I went from nothing. I went from my best job ever, making $14 an hour. I couldn't get not one single person today to work for $14 an hour. My last job, concrete porn, right before YouTube, working 16 hours a day some days. I'm making $14 an hour. I was happy with that shit. Talking about you always had the bag till now, and then I got to imagine it's probably talking about like my ego. Man, damn right I was feeling myself when I was successful. Who the hell wouldn't be? Look at anybody that you like nowadays on the internet, because I know you got somebody, you know. They probably feeling themselves too. Maybe they don't carry it the same way that I did, but I ain't never had it. I ain't know how to act with it. I ain't gonna lie, man. My life was blessed. It still is blessed. I'm still blessed to be able to do this, to try to figure this thing out. One part of me just feels like, man, just crash it all the way out. That's going to bring it all the way back. But I've really been trying to figure it out. Like, and I know I'm good at it. I know I'm good at the content. And there was some other stuff. You always had the bag until now. Damn right I did. And now I don't. And I ain't too proud to say that I don't got it. If that made any sense. Andrew, shout out to you, brother. It's been fun kicking it with your man. Can't wait for the comeback. It's going to be one hell of a ride. I promise you, man. So let me share with you this as well, too. We got 450 people up in here. Appreciate you guys being up in there. I'll answer this real quick before I go to that. Swizzle says, ego and money changes people for the worst. You're right about that. I think my ego really got lost on people. Because a part of that was me being funny and like always trying to be funny. So sometimes that was me being sarcastic, which maybe people took literally. I don't know. It is what it is at this point. It's what's thought of me. I'm egotistical, whatever. Okay. But I always tried to, I don't want to say stay the same, because you're like, how could you not change? When you get money. When you get money, usually that means that you've become successful. So when you've become successful, do you want to be around the same old riff-raff bullshit that you was around when you wasn't successful? I mean, think about that. And then think about me. I was always still around it. Dealing with people with active addiction, trying to help. I'm telling you, man, hey, if anybody ever got a bad, like the worst of it, it was me. The way that I feel. But anyways, I'm not going to sit here and, well, maybe I will. I was going to say I'm not going to sit here and debate. It is what it is. Maybe that's what's needed to be done. I did it with Rabbit and Jellicoe. Hey, man, y'all just tell me anything that y'all want to tell me. Y'all could do the same thing here. Mike, I appreciate the comment right there. You don't have to apologize to anyone. They don't like you and they need to stay off your page. It is what it is, man. You're going to have people who don't like you no matter what you do. You could be the most, you could be the nicest guy in the world. You're still going to have people who don't like you. Oh, he's too nice. Dude, faking. Something like that. I wish I could rewind this a couple of minutes because I was going to go. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. I was about to say I couldn't remember where I was going. Right when I started the stream, I got a message from my developer. Folks, the RP server is almost ready. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that possibly, I don't want to, let me see what he's telling me here. He is telling me that he's telling me that we're pretty damn close. Last few things to configure, some stress testers, and then that's it, and we're good to go. Boy, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, the server, I'm about to give that thing quite a bit. I know that people might see it at first and be like, what the hell are we doing? Are we doing video games over here on After Prison Show now? When I tell you that thing is going to be so prison, it's going to be the wave right there. Definitely going to be the wave. Playing Indies, what's going on? Would you shout out to you for being up in here? Travis says, Joe the painter now. I'm actually a pretty good painter and drywall repair person. Yeah. Carl said, that's why I got respect for you. Never giving up, always trying. And they say you would do anything for the views, but you haven't gone back to prison. And that would for sure get the views. Yeah, you're right. And I appreciate those kind words right there. You know, I've often questioned, and I don't want to throw any shot. This is not like a shot right here. But because I know that situation wasn't even, you know, like look at Jay Williams. Jay Williams was so popular, and then he ended up getting locked up, and that made him even more popular. And when he comes home, man, that dude is about to take over. And I looked at his particular situation, and then there was another guy that Banky was telling me about, some guy that I'd never heard of, who was just starting to blow up, and then he got violated. And when he got violated, he came home and blew up even more. Man, look, with the prison genre, sad to say, that might be what you got to do to stay relevant. Oh, shit, they ain't watching me no more? Watch this. I'm about to go crash my car, literally. Black SUV says, what can we do to help you, Joe? Name it. Dude, just being up in here, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. You know, these live streams are what I'm doing now. I ain't even worried about filming a video. There ain't no point to it. You know, it's better for me to live stream it and then get it from the live streams to turn it into a video. And that's what I got to do. The videos are not performing. And I threw everything at this with this return. I mean, shit, I went hard in the paint with this return. And I'm okay with it. I genuinely enjoy the live streaming. I'm good at the live streaming. I can do the videos live, and we're getting ready to get up into that. So Black SUV, appreciate you, man. Adam, very special shout out to you for those donations again. Anna Marie, a very special shout out to you. To anybody who's been donating on this, a very special shout out to you guys. Andrew, you as well, brother. And if you're just up in here rocking with me, I appreciate it. Hit that like button if y'all wouldn't mind. We doing this. All right, I want to go back to what I was going to say about, I don't know why I got erased. I was going to read that. Fulton County, Georgia, folks. Shit is insane. All right. The last video I filmed, as a matter of fact, or one of the last videos that I filmed, was about Fulton County, Georgia. 3 guards who were fired for bringing in contraband, having relationships with prisoners. 1 female brought in a chicken pot pie. For the love of God. Even crazier than bringing in the chicken pot pie was the fact that these guards were temp workers. They were temp service guards. Never in my life have I heard anything like that. Folks, if you think that it's crazy that down in Fulton County, Georgia, they got such a shortage of guards that they're hiring temp workers to guard prisoners, man, wait till you hear what just unraveled, I think, yesterday. Folks, this is absolutely breaking news right here. Slade in Colorado, what's going on with you, brother? Appreciate the love. Folks, hey, them temporary guards, and they must have had a lot of them. Just yesterday, they done walked off the damn job. And they were told to. Contract security officers leave jail in Atlanta after non-payment of contract. These people wasn't even getting paychecks. Or maybe they were getting paychecks. Maybe running a temp service is a lot like running a painting business. They waiting on their money. They not getting their money. Their money is getting backed up and they're ending up being owed a lot of money, which is probably exactly what was going on here. And the company that was employing these temp workers and putting these temp guards up in the jail sent out a memo and said at 2 o'clock, y'all clock out and don't come back. Listen to this wild ass shit right here. There's the Fulton County Jail right there. Sort of looks like some kind of a hotel, kind of. But certainly not a hotel that you want to check into. Possibly even a hotel that you could check into and might not ever check out of. Atlanta. Some security officers at a jail in Atlanta. Oh, wait. Huh? Some security officer at a jail in Atlanta that is under investigation walked off the job after Fulton County Sheriff's Office failed to pay money owed to the third-party contractor that employs them. The Sheriff's Office said, how much money are we talking about? Well, obviously, it's got to be a lot. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office said in a news release that it is facing a significant budget crisis and now owes an outstanding balance of more than $1 million to Strategic Security Corporation. This is the same staffing company that them three ladies that were bringing in the chicken pot pie were working for. So it might not be a bad idea that they got walked off, fired, and charged because they wasn't going to have a job for much longer anyways. The company notified its employees on Thursday afternoon that the contract had ended, that they would be clocked out at 2:15 p.m. and that they should not report back to work going forward at the jail. Crazy. Hey, Dale, what's going on with your brother? Shout out to you for being up in here. Fulton County is one of the worst dangerous jails. It ain't no joke. Just got up in here. What's up, man? Hey, man, we have been going in, brother. It's been one of them streams. How does the jail not pay for guards? You got to imagine that's probably a pretty important thing that you need to pay for, right? That should be budgeted and you shouldn't have to worry about that. They said that they were facing a significant budget crisis. How? You get money from the state, right? I mean, unless this is like some kind of private jail, which I don't know that it is. The sheriff's office said that created an immediate safety issue at the county's main jail, and employees from all divisions were sent to staff the jail. Hey, if they get visits in person, I bet you visits are canceled this weekend. And that's, it sucks for the prisoners up in there. You're going to be locked down. Anytime that there's a shortage of staff, your ass is locked down. So anything that you probably would have been doing now at a jail, you ain't doing a whole lot of nothing. But in prison, you got rec, you got school, classes, services, visitation. Staff shortage sucks in prison. Maybe in the jail they're not feeling it as tough as they are here. I mean, as you would in prison. William, what's going on with your APS Labor Day telethon? You and Gay Dave. Damn, Dave hit me up yesterday, as a matter of fact. They've been working his ass off. But that's actually a pretty awesome idea right there. I'd see what he's doing this weekend and see if we could do something. William, again, very special shout out to you, man. Appreciate all the love on this thing, y'all. Damn, William says we almost at 500. Let's see it happen. That's wild, man. Appreciate the love and support, y'all. There were 17 contract officers working at the time, 13 at the main jail in Atlanta and 4 at the South Annex. Sheriff's Office spokesperson said there are 3 shifts in the 24-hour period. Damn, there's 3 shifts there? In Virginia in prison, they're working 12s. You're working 6 to 6, I believe is what it is. And I think you only do that for like, you work 4 days one week and then 3 days the next week, I think is what it is. I can't remember exactly. Good Lord, man. Y'all are showing love. JT Metal, what's going on? Or J Metal, what's going on with you? Joe, don't listen to any of the hate. You're human and all humans make mistakes. You don't really need to justify anything to anyone. Stay you and keep hustling. Man, I appreciate it. I'm going to tell you right now, boy, hey, them people who don't like me, they hating to see this love right here. I can promise you that. Jen, very special shout out to you. Thank you so much for that. You guys are amazing. Damn, man. Y'all showing out right here. So Monday, I'm calling the city and I'm getting my payment plan set up. I'm going to get my truck legit. That's going to be the flex right there. You want to talk about the ego? I may not be keeping that truck for much longer, but damn it, I ain't got a whole lot of options with it just yet. We're going to get that damn thing legit. And boy, I'm going to be flexing. I'm going to be hitting the prison pose down there with them good tags on that truck. Oh, shit. Damn, my battery's about to die on my camera. Boy, I just seen that. And I ain't got no extra battery out here, folks. It won't be long. About to start singing again. Armin says they hate us because they ain't us. I think that might be a little bit of truth right there. What's this about to look like? I know this about to look bad. Gosh almighty, I don't even want to do this. Oh my God, it's not even plugged in. Is it? Damage control, man. Damage control. All right, which camera is that? That's that camera. All right, we're good right there. It ain't dead yet, but boy, hey, I'm watching that battery light flash. It can go pretty long. Oh, that's why. If I go like that, does that do it? That does not do it. All right. It can go pretty long before it dies. Oh my God, it's not even working. That's wild right there. Oh, it is working. There it is. Sort of feel like we're doing a Zoom meeting. All right, so if I go. Boy, that looks bad. Why is this? Okay, hide that. All right. I'm going to be screwed up right here. I can't figure it out. It's confusing me. And Black SUV says, go get a cord. Redskin Chris says, use the drone to film. Could I? Damn, I wonder if I could, though. I wonder if I could, man. How wild would that be, man? Let's see if we could do it. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to unplug that camera. Boy, we're about to hit the MacGyver right here, boy. Oh, it won't even, it's not going to do anything because I got to have the remote out. Ah, shit. All right. Don't worry. I'm going to figure this out. All right, how can I do? Man, shout out to you guys, man. We hit the goal for today. That is insane. I appreciate all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Thank y'all so much for helping support After Prison Show. And I promise y'all, man, hey, I promise I will make you proud. All right, what is going on? So if I go like this, that don't work. If I go like this, that works. And then if I go right here and then I fix that, all I got to do is just stretch it. Oh, that's right, because it's right there. All right, cool. So if it dies, I got a backup plan. Let's see how long that camera's going to last. We're good. Mike says, do a lottery for the truck, $100 a ticket. I don't know if we would reach what's owed on that thing, but I appreciate the idea. Not a bad one at that. All right, so can I get back to the story? Fulton County Jail is out of control right now. That's what we're talking about. They had whatchamacallit, they had temporary guards working up in there. The temporary guards all got fired on the same day because the jail's not paying the contractor. I wonder what they're making off of that. How lucrative is it to have a staff service that deals with jail guards? Is there any money in that? Could be. Derek, shout out to you, brother. I don't know if they're really talking about anything much more in this story. They're not. Fulton County Jail has definitely been talked about quite a bit. One of the bigger stories that came out of Fulton County Jail was the death of LaShawn Thompson back in 2022. And his death is the craziest death in a jail I have ever heard of. Thompson was 35 years old, died in a bed bug infested cell in the jail psychiatric wing. Dude was eaten alive in jail by bed bugs. I didn't even know that they could eat you like that, but they damn sure did. Boy, they ate him in that cell. That has got to be, oh my God, that's got to be terrifying. Tyler, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for that donation right there. Appreciate the love. Hey, it reminds me of when I was in prison, and I think I was at Haynesville when this was taking place. I had never seen anything like this before, talking about beds in prison. But there was this clique of guys. I don't think they were a gang. They were just all from the same area, and like, if one of them did it, they all did it. And for whatever reason, they thought that this shit made them, pretty hardcore. And they wore for this. I gotta admit. But these guys slept on their mattress, raw dog, 24/7. Didn't never put no sheets on their mattress. Ain't never put no blanket on their mattress. They had the prison pillow, which, I mean, gosh almighty, man. Them things they all broken apart and like the stuff is coming outside. Man, they wouldn't even put no pillowcase on the pillow. I was thinking to myself, man, prison is already damn near a third world country. Y'all just signifying this shit. And if you want to talk about bed bugs and you don't know what's in the mattresses, you don't know who slept on the mattresses, who did what with them mattresses. I've told horror stories here of dudes folding mattresses in half, tying a sheet around that joint and turning it into a set of cheeks. And busting them cheeks. The mattress cheeks. That's crazy, man. You're going to sleep on that thing raw dog, at least with the sheet. No matter how stained yellow that thing might come back from laundry, at least the sheet is some form of separation between you and the raw dog-idness of a bareback prison mat. Who the hell does that? And man, they were proud of that shit too. Wild ass shit, man. Carl, what's going on? Appreciate you. Goal. We definitely hit the goal here, man. Damn, we hit the goal here. You guys are amazing. Black SUV says prison is bad enough without bed bugs, roaches, mice, spiders. Craziest thing is when a dude comes out and he's like, hey, man, I got this bump on my arm. I got bit by something. And you don't know if that shit's a spider bite or if that's staph. And it's a crapshoot as to what it was. There was a video that I had filmed or tried to film a couple of days ago. I was having a lot of audio issues, I think maybe at the beginning of the week. But I filmed a video and I was talking about, what the hell was the name of that? Oh, I was contagious in jail. It was a pretty gross video. But it was about when I caught staph in jail from getting tattoos. 18 years old. Getting this tattoo on my arm right here. I don't even know if you can see it. This J, signifying the J Smooth. the J Money. Now, this shirt is way too tight in the sleeves. I can't pull it up far enough to show you that bullet wound-like scar that I got in the back of my arm right there. But yeah, man, that was from Staff. And, you know, being contagious in jail is a wild-ass thing. I was 18 years old when I caught Staff. And back then, that shit weren't nothing like I imagine it would be received today. You know, with COVID and all this other wild shit going on. Dale, what's going on with you, brother? Appreciate that right there. Fulton County is always out of the 60 days. That place, Fulton County, is always out of the 60 days. I don't know why that keeps repeating like that. Shout out to you, brother. Man, I was 18 years old, got that tattoo done. It wasn't even the whole tattoo done. I think it was just the J and the spade for the A. Was as far as we got. Before I went to sleep that night, woke up the next morning, my arm broke out so bad in these little red zits. And now, the battery is exhausted. That's literally what the camera just said. Oh, shit. Can you hear me? It's almost like a Keith Sweat, The Love Below type of a feel. It was a live stream. Wow, that's a wild-ass face I got right there, man. We got to change. Got to change. Hey, man, go get that up out of there, boy. Can't have Joe looking crazy like that. How you doing? Yeah, I'm applying for the stalker position at the grocery store. Do they even do real interviews anymore? Or you do them online? I got to imagine. I wish I had another battery out in the shed for the camera. I'd switch that out. But you know what? This is a little bit more of an intimate feel. This takes us back. It reminds me of the earlier days on After Prison Show when, you know, the camera quality was bukkake. So here we are, right? Mork Vet Vlogs, what's going on with you, Joe? Get yourself a moose with the truck. Keep up the great work. Get yourself a moose with the truck. I don't know what that is. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you being up in here. The thumbnail? Oh, Jesus, man. Hey, don't clip that, please. Is this the drone camera? Absolutely not. The drone camera shoots like 4K. This is a webcam. Hi. Not much better than the camera on your laptop, which those aren't very good quality. Sort of like a track phone. Kind of feels like we're having a FaceTime. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. Logan, what's going on? I watched that video that you did, and right after you got back from medical, you went and tried to find someone who could fix that tattoo. I was 18 years old. Like, I was so stupid. But the crazy thing is, I don't want to gross you guys out with the details. I probably have done so plenty of times. Talking about that. Staph infection is no joke. Somebody had commented that. I saw that in passing probably a while back. Can't remember where it was. But I saw somebody say that. You're right. It ain't no joke. And here's the crazy thing about staph. Staph is lifelong. Staph don't never go away. You got staph. Staph is almost like, one of them worser things. So the reason it came to mind for me to film the video about being contagious in jail is because when I'm doing these live streams, I'm in front of you guys for over an hour. You know, I do have a couple of nervous tics. One of them is I'm always going like that. The hair from my mustache gets up in my nose. It just bothers me. But another thing that you'll see me doing from time to time is scratching my arm. And I'm always scratching my arm in the exact same place. And the crazy thing about that is it's this place right here. Now, there's nothing that's here. There's nothing there. Okay, there's no redness. There's no nothing right now. But if I kept doing it, no bullshit, the staph would be there. And what I feel like that is that's like the hot spot in my body for the staph or something. I've had it come back from time to time throughout my life since I was 18 years old. Sometimes being in prison, sometimes being free. Sometimes I get bumps that turn into infections that turn into like staph infections. I don't know if you always have staph. I think that you do. Or if you're just more susceptible to get it again after you've caught it one time. But anyways, the point of me telling the story about being contagious in jail is because I don't want you to see me scratching my arm and get the wrong idea. And I have to be mindful of it too, because if I do it too much, I'm gonna flare this shit up and it's gonna turn into something that I ain't looking for. Brittany, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. You've been up in here for a while. You've been up in here for some days. I've been seeing your name up in there, and I haven't had a chance to shout you out. It was me, Joe. I was saying that my dad died from staph infection at Angola prison in Louisiana from sticking pokes. I'm sorry to hear about that. Angola is a place that I really want to visit. I would love to go to the prison rodeo there. Angola is its own little world. The prison guards live right there at Angola from what I've seen. It's like a little community. And, you know, you want to talk about exploiting prisoners. They got a freaking prison rodeo for the laughs. I would love to go up into it. Subceptical. Yeah, it's like an outlet, like a receptacle, and like a subreddit. So when you mix those two things together, you get subceptical. Are them guys still up in here? They're like a car ride. I mean, they're like a carload of them. It's only 4. Maybe there's more. I don't know. Trash Can, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Are you friend or foe? Let me know. Brad, first super chat. Hope you get to keep your dream truck. I'm rooting for you. I know what it's like giving one up. It sucks. Best of wishes and prayers for you. You know, I'm going to share it with you guys. And appreciate that right there, Brad. I'm screwed. Okay. I don't have a lot of options with the truck. I got a big old dent in the side of it. Can't even imagine what that would cost to get fixed. The truck has a sunroof. Okay. One of the few that does have the sunroof. Sunroof don't work. Maybe it's off the track or something. The material will go back and forth, but the sunroof will not slide back and forth. I don't know where the hell that happened at. Crack in the windshield. Couple of sensors on the dashboard. Thought about taking it to the dealership and just saying, hey, look, man, what y'all gonna give me for this thing? I got this nice-ass lift kit, these nice-ass rims and wheels. Give me what I owe and let me go. But I owe like $45,000 on it. To refinance it, I got to commit to another 7 years on the damn truck when I only owe about 3 more years on it. Maybe 4. I think I had a 7-year loan on it to start with. Man, them car people, man, they get you. I was smart with the van. I got the van for 4 years. Kane, what's going on? Thanks for being up in here. We're always here to show support, Joe. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for understanding. Look at Derek. Derek's like, Kane, salute to you. Oh, God. Yeah, man. What was I going to say? So I can refinance the truck for another 7 years, get that payment down by $300. Probably ain't going to get but like $25,000 if I take it to the dealership as is. That would be insane. But I think I'm going to do it anyways just to see what they say. And then, you know, if I could get out of the truck, which would be the most heart-wrenching thing. You know, when I was a kid, 17 years old, that type of a kid, that was my dream truck. I've been dreaming about that truck for so long. So to give it away, man, hey, somebody going to film it for me because I ain't going to be able to do it. I'm going to be a mess. Yeah. Adam, shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you still being up in here. Michael, what's going on? Scratch card on the bottom. Scratch card on the bottom of the drone. Those are cheaper, right? Yeah. Oh, there we go. I got you right here. Dale, Fulton County was featured on 60 Days In. I don't know why the message kept repeating, but appreciate the text right there, brother. Scott, I appreciate it, man. I do love the truck. Whatever. Anyways, let me get back to staph infections because that's where I was at. And I ain't got a whole lot of time left here. My babysitter's getting ready to leave. That's going to be the next thing, the next bridge we get to cross. Being contagious in jail was the topic that I was going with. Skipping over all of the gory details of what that's like to have staph infection, to feel like they're coming to get you with the hazmat suit on, that's kind of a scary thing. Your cellmate probably wanting to beat you up because, yo, why are they coming to get you like this and what do you got? But anyways, the one good thing about being contagious in jail was medical isolation for the right reasons. Now, you don't want to go to medical isolation for the wrong reasons, and that's turtle suits, butt ball naked, no sheets, no pillow, raw dog mattress, nothing. And I've been in that too, and that is no fun at all. But anyways, when you go to medical isolation for a potentially life or death disease or virus, whatever a staph infection is, I guess it's just an infection. It's kind of a good time. You're down, like medical isolation at the jail where I did it at was in the nurses' station. So you're in there with all the nurses. Now, granted, you're behind bulletproof glass and they've got the biohazard sign outside of your door. But if you don't let that get to you, if you can look past it, maybe they can too. And that's what you're thinking when you're down there. You're like, hey, girl, good morning. You watch them come to work, leave, go home. Hey, what you having for dinner tonight? Don't talk to me. You're contagious. Shit. You still got to shoot your shot regardless. Hey, medical isolation was a good time. I was able to get commissary down there. Now, back then, my daddy, he was sending me some money. My mama was too. So, Joe had the zooms and whams. I was down there by myself. Wasn't nothing like being able to kick back on that rack, eat up all them little dumbass vending machine snacks that I wanted without having to worry about somebody else asking me, hey, can I get some? Can I get a little bit of that? Can I get some of them chips? Man, shit. I was thinking about something that I would never share with y'all. I mean, we're talking next level prison story. I'll save that for another time. I'm going to take a note of it, though. How I used to sneak commissary items so that other prisoners wouldn't ask me for any. The shit that I would do. And I weren't the only one. I know. If I did it, everybody did it. Jen, very special shout out to you. Take the truck to CarMax for a free estimate and offer. I think CarMax is actually one of the worst places you can take a vehicle to. Or maybe that's Carvana. But yeah, for sure. I've taken vehicles to CarMax before. Kane says, man, that's actually not a bad idea right there. Take out a business loan and bankrupt the business. I'd probably be going to that place where where them reality show people are at. Who are them people I'm thinking about? The gay husband and the wife? Can't think of it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Andrew, shout out to you. Appreciate you being up in here. Yogi the Bear says CarMax will offer $12,500. Could you imagine? I mean, we should do a reaction to their reaction to my reaction. Oh, shit, y'all offering me $7,500? Oh, shit. $7,500. That's what y'all offering me? I wonder if it matters if you wash the car or not. I've heard that when you go get an offer, you want to have the car clean. Man, screw that. I got a bed full of paint. Have you seen the bed of that truck? All the paint in there? And I thought about taking a black can of matte spray paint and just fixing that. That's probably one of my leaser issues. But I wonder if the Chrisleys. Thank you. Yeah, I'd probably be there with the Chrisleys. Appreciate y'all. Gen content. You better bet it. Todd's still there. I heard Julie was getting out. I don't know if she was, she probably already is. Featured on 60 Days In. Dale, I got it. Thank you. We should do like a... and do you go in there and tell them everything that's wrong with the truck, or you just let them figure it out? They're in there trying to get the sunroof to open. That shit's not open. Well, that shit don't work. Sort of like a shakedown in prison. Well, if they find it, they find it. It ain't my fault if they don't find it. Do you fess up to everything during an offer? Okay, here's the deal. The sunroof don't work. There's a major dent in the side of it. There's a bed load of paint right there. It was my work truck. There's paint all over the inside of it to a certain degree. All that shit would be cleaned up. But do you clean it? Pay someone to steal and burn it and get the insurance money? Gosh almighty, y'all really want to see me. Hey, what you want to see, me and Jay Williams be cellmates? No shot. I'm just saying he's locked up too, because that's damn sure where I would be at. MTB says, no, don't tell him. Oh. They come back and be like, hey, you know the sunroof don't work? What you mean the sunroof don't work? That shit was working when I brought it to you. What you mean you offering me $9,300? You better go fix that sunroof that you brought. Spittle and everything. Justin, what's going on? Shout out to you, man. Shit. Hey, sir, you know you got a whole bed load of paint back, man? Hey, that shit was clean when I brought it to you. What you doing, side work in my truck? Dip in a hook says you better than that take the loss and move. I'm going to take the loss. There ain't no doubt about that. We're certainly going to take the loss. Mike says you can do a home equity to pay off the truck. That's hustling backwards right there. The equity I got in the house is about the only thing that I can count on right this second. If I sell the house, that's the only thing that I'd see a profit from. Certainly ain't seeing a profit in business. Take the truck. Sir, there's a major dent in a hole in the side. What the fuck? What did you do to my truck? I'm going to start live streaming. Yo, I'm at CarMax right now. Tell them what you just told me. Tell them what you just told me. Shit. Oh, my God, man. Hey, y'all giving me an idea right here. Tell you what, I'm gonna fall on my way into the door. Through the sliding glass door. I'm going to trip and fall. Get me an insurance claim out that shit, too. Oh, y'all want to give me $6,800 for the truck? Man, you better call the police right now. We about to have a standoff in here. Shit. What did I see? Somebody said go watch his channel, man. I missed all that. Scott says, Joe, you're talking about your truck situations as if it's impossible to resolve the way you want it. I've been watching you accomplish the impossible for over 5 years now. You can do it. No, there's no doubt. And I appreciate the encouragement there. It's just the issue at hand right now, the reason why I'm talking about it the way that I am. And it is a little shitty that, the cards are kind of getting stacked up against me. Almost feeling a little insurmountable, but one thing's for certain. I'm going to right the ship. I ain't got no choice but to do so. So the come up, I hope will be as entertaining as this plummet that it's seeming like right now. Jake says, just relax. What you mean relax? Man, they just offered me $3,400 for my truck. God, my side is killing me. Lloyd says the Reddit is wild. They watching like hawks. Tell me something I don't know. Anyways, I really, really wanted to go in on medical isolation. There's so much to it that just makes it a cool little time when you're in prison. You got to make the most of a a negative situation. I posted on my other Facebook page, Joe Does Stuff. Leaving from Lowe's is actually the name of that if you guys want to check it out. I'm not using After Prison on Facebook anymore. That page is pretty much obsolete at this point. Facebook is basically making it that way. But I posted something there. I said, tough times don't last. Tough people do. Almost sounds like Tom's slogan, you know, a little bit. What was that? I almost said the wrong thing. Be kind, it's free. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Almost sounds like a crock of shit. My slogan, not talking about Tom's. But that's the way that you have to think these days. Shit is tough. Everybody's got issues. I just get the opportunity to, I guess, capitalize on them because there are people that really enjoy seeing the train wreck. It's definitely entertaining, I guess. Just don't have to live it, you know? Hey, look, I want to go ahead and wrap this up. As I do so, man, we got 440 people up in here. Kevin, what's going on with you, brother? I was stationed in Norfolk back in 2006. Did you know a tattoo guy that was a genie with the name Roy? He was locked up in the early 2000s. That was a tattoo guy that was a genius, maybe, named Roy. I don't. It's not ringing a bell right this second. But Kevin, shout out to you for being up in here. David in France, shout out to you. Direct contact. Joe, you should go back to doing tattoos the jailhouse way. What is that these days? These guys are using water guns now. Dave says, is Tom FOS? I don't know what that means. I don't know where Tom is these days. Wish him all the best. But, you know, if you've been paying attention, he's definitely dealing with tough times himself. So, look, let me say this, man. We had a goal. I set these goals on here with no real thought that these are ever going to be reached. But you guys have showed so much love on this particular live stream, and I greatly appreciate it. Obviously, talking about the drama shit sucks. You know, I wish it wasn't that. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I get done with this, I usually get a little sulky, I guess is the right word. A little down and out about it. Feeling like it sucks that I got to address that, and it sucks that people love to see it. It's not the content, and I've said it for years, it's not the content that I would prefer to be doing. But whatever. Addressing the drama with the people that don't like me, the trolls, you know, you guys have shown so much support, and you make it better. You know, while I do these live streams, I try to bring you guys at least some type of entertainment through these. These are my videos now. Like, I take this shit serious. And I'm honored to get the opportunity to be able to interact with you guys while, possibly getting content. That's awesome. I was reading that comment right there. Benton said you're going to end up paying over $200,000 for that truck. No, I ain't. Not Joe. Not Joe, he ain't. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being a part of After Prison Show. Thank you for believing that I can still do this. I am going to still do this. I'm getting ready to talk to my developer right now for the After Prison Show RP server that is going to be launching very soon. It is my hope that tomorrow's the 1st. By the first week of September, we're going to be sharing that with you guys. I'm hoping that possibly even this weekend, we can start testing on this thing, if not early next week. Next week is the first week of September. I'm hoping that by the end of the week, we're able to share just how crazy this is going to be. I think this is going to be something you guys really enjoy, even if that's not really your speed. So stay tuned. We have a lot coming in regards to that. You guys have a great weekend. It's Labor Day weekend here in the U.S. I know we got people that watch from other countries. And make sure you call JD Delay, Black SUV. Make Make sure you call JD. You're telling me that like I'm missing something. I'll check. I'll look into that for sure. I've been messaging with him sporadically, and ain't got nothing but respect for him and anybody else in the genre at this point. But yeah, definitely I'm going to look into that. It would be cool to do something. Oh, if you're talking about with the server, yeah, absolutely. Everybody's invited to the cookout in regards to that. Labor Day weekend, it's a long weekend. You guys have a great one. I'm going to spend time with my family, my son. Hopefully he's going to be feeling better. And college football, man. Football is back. Sometimes I don't know how to, he asked you to duet? What? Where do you do that at? I'll look into it for sure, yeah. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely do that with him, man. Have a great one. I'll talk with you guys again real soon. And until then, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day. Peace.